Okay, so this does not happen very often with a Honda Civic, but this Honda Civic let me down today. And this is what it's doing. Click, click, click. No start. Okay, so just went out and I bought a new battery, but my issue is not solved. So not very impressed. I have a brand new battery in the car, and I thought I'd be off to the races, but same problem. So the battery has to be good, and I don't think the starter, unless the starter is gone, but let's have a poke around, see what we can find. Okay, so because I think my starter is good, I checked all the fuses and the ignition and everything seems fine. So if it is a ground issue, which is the only thing I can think of, I'm going to simulate a ground by using my booster cables. I'm just going to ground the negative post of the battery to a metallic part on the car. And if the car starts up, then we've found our problem. Hondas are not supposed to break down. So let's see if this made a difference with any luck. Oh, well, there we go. So it's a bad body ground. I hope it's a bad body ground, because I did do a continuity test. I did have continuity and the lights did come on, but maybe enough electricity was flowing through, but not enough to turn over a big starter motor. Now, I don't know. Did we get lucky or not? Let's try this quickly. I'm going to unplug this cable, see if it makes a difference. Okay, back to the dirty old ground, if that was the issue. Now, if the car starts, I don't know what the problem is. Oh, okay. There we go. A bad ground. So we'll have to go underneath and we'll clean that up. Hopefully that'll solve it. It'd be a nice cheap fix. Although I did go out and buy a new battery. But the battery was very old, so not a big deal. It's always wise to have a fresh battery. Okay, let's see if we can get this cable cleaned up. So here's the cable. And I mean, you know, it doesn't look horrible, but let's see if I can take this apart. Maybe it's, I don't know if I'll be able to get in there. I'll probably shear off, but anyway, if I can undo this nut or bolt, and then we'll get some sandpaper, clean this up, see if we can make a better contact, and maybe have a look at this cable. I think that's our issue. Hopefully we can sort this out. Okay, so I got my problem sorted out. So what it was, I was unable to remove the battery cable. It was just too corroded, so I ripped it off, and I got myself this new cable, and I mounted it to a new hole, nice and clean, and the car still would not start. So I looked down here, just down this area here, there's a little ground that goes from the chassis to the engine. And I took it off, and this is what it looks like. So anyway, this was my issue. That's why when I was grounding the jumper cable over to the engine, it would start. So I took another battery cable and I put it right on the post, and I mounted it to the original connection from the engine. So I got the engine ground, I got the chassis ground. This is a used cable, but it'll be fine for what I'm doing. Got a new connector. Everything looks good. I'm just going to secure this battery. And so this was the culprit, the body ground, or the engine to body ground. Who would have thought? Anyway, everything's running great now, so hopefully somebody can learn from this, save you a few bucks. Okay.